Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, wherever in the world you are. Welcome back to the Humble Horologist channel. My name is Anthony. That's what my mom and dad named me, and I'm happy to be here with you to look at a brand new watch from Timex. Okay, so it is a brand new watch. See my teeth? I just had to show them off. They cost more money than any watch I will ever buy. But, hey, we show off watches, don't we? Well, we're not supposed to, but why not show off the teeth? How many thousands of dollars did it take to pay these things off? But hey, I'm wearing a Timex on my wrist today, and there's also a Timex in a box that just came in the mail today, actually. And when I say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, this is evening. It's actually evening, believe it or not. Even though it looks like it's a lot, it's evening. But I am determined to show you this Timex and let you determine what you think about it, even though I have my own thoughts. But before I do that, I'm going to show you the watch that was actually in my mind, or at least this is the watch that came to mind when I saw the particular Timex that I'm going to show you today. And what watch was that? It is the Hamilton Intramatic Chronograph. What an awesome watch. Don't you think that's a cool watch? Absolutely. All $2,350 worth, at least retail. See, I paid more for my teeth than that. See? Okay. I crack myself up. Honestly, I do. But it's late, and there's no telling what's in this orange cup. Actually, it's water. It's really water, okay? So yes, the Hamilton is an awesome watch. How does the Timex that I have in this box compare? Well, let's take a look at it and find out. Okay, well, there's the box, and let's take a look and see what is inside. But before we do that, can you look at what is on the box? Do you not see warning labels? Watches are serious business, folks. We're talking life or death. Handle them carefully. Okay, so let's take a look inside. Voila! There you go. Now, honestly, have I been drinking too much water from the orange cup, or does that not resemble the Hamilton Intramatic? Of course it does. That's the impression that I got when I first saw this Timex online. It is the TW2V30800VQ. But there's one of the first problems that I want to point out to you. Is that if you look at the picture online, let me move this over a little bit and put up the online picture for you. Look at that. Now this is the best lighting I can really get on my budget, but the one on the left is the photo that is supposed to be professionally, looks good and all that stuff online. Can you see the difference? Can you see how that the one on the left, which is the marketing photo for this watch, does it not give you the impression that if you had got it in your hands, you would see a little bit more white, that the chapter ring, even the hands might have been white, but as you can see here, they're only chrome. And all the white printing, the chapter ring, the indices, are all of a more bluish color. They're a little bit more faded, so to speak. And that all has to do with the fact that this watch does not have lume. It's indiglo. And so, yes, the paint, the lume, or whatever you want to call it, that it would be here, the white part is not going to be as heavily applied because you do have the Timex wonderful invention of indiglo, giving you light whenever you need it in the dark and then some. So let's take it out of the box a little bit. Look at it a little bit closer. All right, here we go. Look at that. So here we have it up close. And as you can see, you have a blue dial. Of course, these come in various colors. You have a blue dial with white printed on indices, chapter ring, all the little lettering on there, the Waterbury since 1854. All of that is painted on and not very heavily. So no loom, but let's see how much loom you can, how much Indiglo you can see with the light on. Nothing. Well, I'll turn the lights out later and we'll get a good shot of the Indiglo. But we have a stainless steel case. Now this is worth noting because this is a stainless steel case with the mineral crystal on the top. And you have a case that is a 40 millimeter case. This is 40 millimeters, right? 40 millimeters across. You have 13 millimeter height. But if you look online, it will not say that. It will say that it is more narrow than that. But I measured it at 13. It needs to be cleaned a little bit, maybe because I've been handling it. But 13 on the height. You got 20 millimeter lug width for the strap, which is a genuine leather strap that comes on it. It's not a bad strap. It's not that great, but signed Waterbury. Genuine leather. On the back, you have some instructions on how to use the chronograph. What you have for the dials, minutes, seconds, and tenths of seconds. Right there. Okay. And you have a date wheel. I wouldn't say it's color matched to the dial, but it's color matched to the painting on the dial. Timex at the top. The chronograph works like this. You press the top pusher and what looks to be a second hand starts running. You stop it here and reset it here. There you go. To change the date is really cool because you can do it like normal where you can change the date by, I think you can. Let's see if you can. Nope, you don't. But that's okay because here you're setting the time, you pull it out to set the time like normal, but look at this. This is so cool. I think it's cool at least. Is that when you pull the crown out, one click, there we go. Look what happens. You set the date by turning the hour hand around twice to set a new date. See that? But look at what you're actually getting. Notice the minute hand does not move. So, in effect, it's almost like a GMT. You can leave the minute set, and all you have to do is change the hour. Is that not cool? I think that is cool. I don't care who you are. Press it in, goes back to working. So there you go. And you got a lug to lug distance of about 46 millimeter. You got a total weight of this stainless steel case and leather strap of around 54 grams. And it is, of course, quartz powered, and it will keep good time. Okay, so now that you've seen the Timex that I have for you that's brand new, let's look at the Timex that's on my wrist in comparison to the one that's on the table. Because this one is not new, but I'm keeping this one. The other one, it's going back to Timex. Why? Well, I'm just going to have to show you. Because between this one and this one, this one's a better value. Let's just go ahead and say it, okay? All right, now let's take a look at it again. This is the Timex, the Weekender. See, this is the Waterbury, a Waterbury watch by Timex. This is the Timex Weekender chronograph. Model number TW2R63200. And this came out around 2017. was first available in August of 2017. I picked this watch up in 2020. You'll never guess how much I paid for this watch. $19. Yes, $19. This watch retails for around $119, and you can get it right now if you go to Amazon, maybe some other places, for as little as I've seen, as little as $81. So what's the difference? Well, the movement is exactly the same. The case size is exactly the same. Yes, both are measured solidly at 40 millimeters across. The blue on this one is much darker. The readability on this dial is much better. And so right off the bat, this is the watch that I would go for reading the time more than this one. This is just losing its appeal when I look at the dial compared to this one. But what's the difference in the case itself? Well, here you've got a stainless steel case. I'm not going to take the sticker off. Let me see. If it comes off easy, I will. If it's just, yeah, there we go. Okay, so you have a nice case on the back, a case back, you know. You got the model number, the Waterbury collection, stainless steel, water resistance 50 meters. This one, nothing other than Timex and the model number. But the case in this one is stainless steel. The case on this one is brass. That's the big difference. You've got a brass case that is chrome plated. You've got a stainless steel case. This one's going to go back. I'm not going to pay $100 for this watch, all for a stainless steel case. I'm not going to get that much wear out of it. And this one just looks better. Here's the anti-glow. What did you think? Am I totally off my rocker on this one? Have I been spending too much time around the water fountain? Honestly, it is water. What do you think about these two Timex chronographs? Do you have one in your stable? Let me know. Let us all know in the comments. See you in the next one. And remember, watch is already placeable, time's not. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.